Hello, this is Jay in the lab, and today what we're going to do is we're going to actually upgrade from update 4 all the way up to the latest update. In this case, it's update 9. I'm going to execute this EPO updater. You should run it on the EPO console too. I wouldn't do this remotely. A lot of things can happen. If you put it on the EPO server, you have a higher success rate, less likely for it to run into issues. And then it's going to come up. We're going to make this nice and big. This is not a small thing either. Make the screen bigger so you can actually observe. I have update 9, and because you saw here I'm running update 4, it's going to let me have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a lot here to read. The other thing also is checking the extensions. Here's our first lesson. I'm going to close this because I don't need that now. But we're going to look at a couple of things that are going on here. For many of you who have never done this before, I want to take the mystique away from here. And I have my services. The Apache service, event parser, and the Tomcat. Tomcat's necessary for logging in. If you turn that off, you're never going to get this screen for the EPO. The Apache service talks or becomes the receptor for all your clients that are talking out in your enterprise. And then when they send all their events, they're going to get processed to SQL using the event parser. So those are the three major services. They have this mobile service, which is a relative newcomer. If you do have it, then obviously you want this running, but I'm not all that excited about it right now. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to actually do the upgrade. So I'm going to click on continue it because I've read everything, and it says, hey, do you want to apply the updates? I sure do. Now this is where we start to run into our first challenges. You'll notice that Apache and the event parser stop pretty quick. Okay, so predictably after a period of time, minutes, you get this message, and you'd be sitting there maybe on a change ticket, change control, you're waiting, you got people on the phone, they're watching you, and they're like, oh no, this doesn't look good. Don't worry. Now if you look down here to the Tomcat service, he's kind of like, yeah, I didn't feel like stopping. Maybe he'll stop eventually, maybe he won't stop eventually. I'm going to click OK. And it says, in this particular case, and I've seen many times, where this green check mark will turn into a red X, and you're like, it didn't stop. You come over here and you'll see that it is stopped. So I'm going to just manually come over here and hit stop. Don't worry, just come over here and say reapply. And it says, oh, okay, the services are stopped. It applies all of those updates, and then it's going to start all these services. What I would do is just don't click this finish button. If it were me coding this, I would actually have that dimmed out until this actually is all successful, and then click finish. If you click finish here and just try logging in right now, I'm going to close this guy, open it up real quick before it starts. Oh, didn't do it in time. Okay, everything started. Just for a learning moment here, let's stop this manually. And I'm going to refresh this. If you don't pay attention to this, you might miss it. You see, if I have the screen up to here, it would look normal, but it's not normal. So always make sure your screen is wide open. The local agent handler service is not running. Speak English. How about the Apache service is not running? I understand that. Click start. If I hit F5 to refresh, presto changeo, it is gone. Now notice the new screen here. I want English. I just click English. I want Italiano. Everything is in Italian. This is a way for them to tap into their different languages. Now in the past, it's already been aware of the language based on the operating system that you're using. So then I'm going to go to admin, or the account that I would normally log in as. Head on over to the menu. I'm running update 9. Perfect. Well, thanks for coming along for the ride and watching this process. Hopefully it gives you some insight as to what the upgrade process should look like. And from the lab, I'm Jay. Thanks for watching.